Good evening, everyone. I'm Akush Lapinder. It's wonderful having you back with us. A notorious businessman back before a magistrate on a litany of charges. We're talking 5 counts of fraud by false pretenses and 5 counts of money laundering. With this story, we go to a report from our BJ McDermott.
No stranger to the judicial system, a handcuffed Rudolph, or Rudy King, as he's better known, walked into court number 5 this afternoon fully clad in a gray suit. Alone in the front bench is where he took his seat. It is alleged that between June 13, 2012 and March 5, 2015, King obtained cash in the amount of $632,416 by means of false pretense from the Post Office Savings Bank. Further, that during that time he allegedly intended to disguise or conceal. Magistrate Darren's Roll Davis told King he was not at liberty to grant him bail, but that he could apply to the Supreme Court. King's attorney, Damian Gomez QC, in turn told the court an application was already sent to the Supreme Court as he was trying to prevent his client from spending an unnecessary night at the Bahamas Department of Corrections. King's trial is slated for November 4th to the 22nd. Now, this is not the first time King has found himself on the wrong side of the law. Back in 2014, a United States court indicted him on 23 counts of fraud, including mail fraud, wire fraud, and aggravated identity theft in a scheme to defraud. According to the indictment, King created fictitious corporations that he then used to create merchant accounts with credit card processors. Reporting for Jcntvnews, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Also appearing before a magistrate today was Shaquille Bethel Hamilton. He's the 26-year-old who allegedly lost control and collided into a tree before it rolled into a ditch, killing his female passenger after 4 a.m. June 14th. Hamilton was consequently hit with 4 charges today, among them killing in the course of dangerous driving, driving without a valid license, driving while not covered against third-party risk insurance, and moving the vehicle without the owner, Charlie Strawn's, consent. The accused pleaded not guilty to all. Bail was set at $9,000. Bethel's hearing is set for October 1st. In other court news this evening, Shannon Wilson of Cottonwood Street charged with 1 count of attempted murder. It is alleged that on April 1st, by means of unlawful harm, Wilson did attempt to cause the death of Adina Young. The 22-year-old was not required to enter a plea and was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until September 4th. Well, not an act to be followed. The Dundas Center for the Performing Arts, the target of a break-in last night. Gina Roberts says she was running a camp on the Mackey Street site early this morning when she noticed the center's back doors were hanging from the hinges, and there was considerable damage inside. Now, cameras and phones were disabled and a TV set was stolen. The estimated cost, nearly $1,000 in repairs. Now, according to one of the center's executives, Anthony Skibo Roberts, who told us the burglary has thrown a monkey wrench in events scheduled for this weekend, but they will not be postponed. The center had a similar break-in 3 years ago, but the damage then not as costly. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news was brought to you by Alive.